So good morning, everybody, and thank you for taking the time to join us this morning for our sneak preview of Skype for Business, otherwise referred to as Lync 2015. We'll talk about that name change and why the difference as we go throughout today. And really, the reason we wanted to get out in front of this is we're getting a lot of questions from customers about the name change and about the next version and what it's going to mean, transitioning to that Skype brand. And as we look at that, the inevitable merging that we all knew was coming of Skype and Lync once Microsoft acquired Skype several years ago. So we're going to step through that today. We're going to start out going through sort of why this is happening and sort of what it means, and then we'll do a quick sneak preview of what we can and what we can show at this point of where Skype for Business is and what you can expect and some of the thought processes you might want to have, and also what impact it might have if you're currently in progress of a Lync 2013 deployment. And what does it mean to someone who was in the planning stages for Lync 2013, and what are your inflection points and what are your decision points on moving forward or swapping to or deciding to wait? So we'll step right into it. And when we think about communications, right? So just to set the table, for those of you who haven't heard this before, there's really three parts to what we call unified communications and collaboration within the Microsoft world. So the first is what we call asynchronous communication, right? Person to machine. That's things like email, faxing, voicemail. I'm not actually communicating real time with another person. That all sits in the Exchange world. Then there's the content and the items that we're collaborating on, right? We don't connect with people just to connect. What are we actually collaborating on? And the repository for all of that information is SharePoint and OneDrive, right? So it's our place to keep our people, our processes, our content, all of that information that we're going to collaborate on together. And that information is going to sit resident in SharePoint. So that leaves synchronous communication, real-time, voice, video, IM, presence, all of those real-time communications you're going to have with another human being. And that's where Lync has always sat. So when we think about that, this is an upgrade now to that Lync world, to that real-time communication. So anybody who needed sort of to understand what that separation between Lync and Exchange was, that's it. If it's real-time, it's going to go to now Skype, and if it's asynchronous, it's going to go to the Exchange world. So when we think about that communication, we think about that collaboration, we look at that modern workplace, people working from home, people more remote, people accessing information from anywhere, anytime. How do I collaborate with them? How do I connect with them? And what tools can we provide to bring that remote employee more involved into our day-to-day operations at the corporate headquarters? So that's where the real crux of what we're going to see today is hitting on that communication across your organization regardless of location.